guys, I'm Prince by name, and today I'm going to teach you how to learn a foreign language. So, comment apprendre une langue étrangère? How can one learn a foreign language? One of the skills or one of the astuces, one of the ways you could go about it is by répétition, la répétition. So one of the things you have to do if you're learning a foreign language is that just like a baby, you have to always repeat what you hear most times when you're listening to audios. Even though you may not understand what they're trying to say literally, you need to try to emulate the sounds you hear by repeating them. If the audio says comment ça va and you don't know what comment ça va is, just try to say it. So in this repetition, you can maybe get a song, a music that you like to play, and then try to learn, sing along the music without even knowing necessarily what it's saying. Now with your the app in your phones or with certain platforms, you can get the lyrics of the songs and then you can get to know the songs more. But one of the ways you could learn a language, just like little babies do, is by répétition. Donc, la répétition. Another way is mémorisation. You have to memorize a certain number of things. It could be conjugation of verbs. You try to memorize how the verbs are being conjugated and then you use them. So number two is la mémorisation. Like I had mentioned, you could learn some children rhymes. You could learn some musics, songs that you like, prayer books, and then hymns and the rest of them. You recite them. These hymns are going to expose you to more words, and the more words you know, the more knowledgeable you are in the language. Another thing is la pratique. That is number four. La pratique. You have to be serious with this. La pratique means you have to practice. So you have to engage yourself at every moment you have to speak. You can even speak to yourself. Like most of the things you want to say, like I want to eat, I want to dance, you try to ask yourself, how would I say this if I were to say it in the language you're learning? Like how would I say it in French if I want to say I want to eat? So try to auto question yourself question yourself by asking yourself questions like, how can I say this if I want to say it in French? That is one of the ways when you don't have someone to speak with, and then it will help you structure in your mind in a cognitive way how these possibilities can be in the language you're learning. So the fifth one is la routine. One of the things I will tell you is this: if you're learning a language, start from your routine. What are the things you do every day? You wake up, you eat, you go out, you buy, and so on. So try to learn. Don't just learn every random thing you see. Start from your routine. You wake up every day, you eat every day, and then you see perhaps an average person may use like 200 verbs in a day. So if you're able to say your routine in a very perfect way in the language you're learning, you're already a step ahead, right? So learning your routine, try to be able to say the things you do on every day. Let's say you practice your routine every day, and then in 2 weeks time you must have been able to get around saying the things you do, and by doing this you would have actually increased in your vocabularies. And then the sixth one is immersion. You can travel to the country where you're learning the language, the country of the language you're learning. You can go there and reside, meet people and all that. And then lastly, low contact. So one thing happens with low contact: the number of contacts you have with that language determines the speed at which you're going to learn it. If you go to a foreign country and your contacts are not much, you will not speak that language. So you have to always create an avenue where you're always in contact with the language you're learning for you to be able to evolve. And then by doing all this, and in addition to that, votre TV, votre télévision, and la radio, and les documents, and les documents sonores, you will be able to scale through. So you have to equally make use of your TV, your radio, les documents sonores to improve as much as possible. Thank you for watching this video and see you some other time. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Merci beaucoup.